Hi, my name is Pierre Corbin and I'm the writer, director and producer of the film The Great Reset and the Rise of Bitcoin.
As a central bank, we have the ability to create money digitally.
And there's no end to your ability to do that.
There is no end to our ability to do that.
We do believe that inflation numbers in 21, which we will see rising.
This money gets distributed into the economy, but it doesn't get distributed into the hands of people. It gets paid to banks, it gets paid to investors. The poorer people don't have these options. So it means that while people are getting rich, others are getting poorer because the savings that they have in the bank are losing value because of this money printing. There is this entire new financial market that is being built at the same time that is led by Bitcoin. Bitcoin is said to have been created by the people, for the people, because it's controlled by a community, not by a central authority. Bitcoin will be the black hole that will swallow a big part of all of this money that will be escaping the traditional markets. That first film was very successful. It reached over 1 million views, thousands of comments, and hundreds of orange-pilled people around the world. It's now time to move on to another project. Now, rather than a lecture-style film like the first one was, I'd like to build a history-based story that also uses the knowledge of experts in their field so that they can comment on the past, the present, and the future of our world that now includes Bitcoin. I plan on interviewing experts that can cover Central American history and geopolitics, Bitcoin, and government officials that can comment on existing policies or policies that are to come. I want to explore and expose the impact the spread of the US dollar has had on the world and how it is currently being enforced in Central America and other places in the world, all in the name of protecting the US dollar. El Salvador has tried to break out of this US dollar domination through the adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender. The decision was influenced by views on inflation, freedom, remittances, and an attempt to bank the unbanked. But in the grand scheme of things, it is about nation-state sovereignty and individual sovereignty. Following this decision, El Salvador has been under scrutiny by the US government, and we've seen this through the introduction of the Accountability for Cryptocurrency in El Salvador Act. Of course, the actual risks are very small for the United States. El Salvador literally has an economy that is 1,000 times smaller than the one of the United States. Which raises the question, why do they want to block it? To answer this question, we need to look at the continent's history and economical context, to find out why the US benefits from instability in the region, but also at what actions are taken to try and block the adoption. Historically, the US government is not the only bad actor. Of course, these situations happen in different places around the world, and I plan on studying the major ones, such as the control France has had in the Central African region since 1945, and more recently, China's attempt at getting more nations under its financial control. In order to tell this story at its best, I'm looking for the help from the Bitcoin community. I'm grateful to have a team of Bitcoiners that have already committed to working on this film. I have a great team of researchers and also professionals from the music and film industry that can help me bring the quality of the content to the highest level. When it comes to the network, there's also a couple NGOs that are backing the project. And I'm now reaching out to the broader Bitcoin community to try and raise a sufficient amount of money to prove the interest of the community and more easily raise the rest of the funds needed for the film. Together, as a community, we have the chance to share these important stories with the rest of the world. These stories that don't just point out unfair actions that happen around the world, but that also lead to a reduction of individuals' freedoms and, in the long term, their impoverishment. I'd love for anyone to be able to donate anything. In fact, any help you can provide will get us one step closer to achieving this goal. And our goal is, in fact, to spread Bitcoin education, clarify many points that are used as arguments against Bitcoin, and try to expose the hypocrisy behind these same arguments. If ever you're watching this on YouTube, you'll find the link to the fundraiser right in the description of this video. That's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Sierra Corbin. That's where I will share any updates on the campaign and on the progress of the project itself. Thank you.